got a northbound train. Been parked in Beecher most of the weekend. It's a little after 9:30 a.m. Hopefully my timing's okay. They didn't leave yet. Past Pembine anyway. Quite a few gondolas spaced apart here. Anyway, 1221 is leading. I think you guys are probably interested to hear what that horn sounds like now. I've heard it on a video and I'm kind of curious to hear it in person. And meanwhile, we raised $1,000. So that's pretty cool. I think I see Johnny's vehicle sitting up here on the right. And that's a good sign. Yeah, I raised $1,000. It's going to be donated to a museum of the railroad's choice. I already have it in mind, but we're going to wait until we donate it. I'll make a video of that. I think you'll be pretty surprised. Anyway, let's move on south and see if we can get this train on the run before they get to Pembine. Like I said, I see Johnny there, so good chance it's moving today. Currently, the temperature is 85 degrees at 9:30 a.m. Yeah, crazy, eh? Well, I moved locations. I was sitting over there on the other side of the track in the sun. Far, far too warm to be sitting there. In the meantime, we've got ELS 1221 400 coming north. Let's hear this horn. Back. The whole horn is back. Yeah, they put the horns back on 1221. If you notice, they're painted now. The railroad did not paint them. The thief that took the horns painted them. A pretty ugly reddish pinkish color. Oh man, I'm just so happy to have them back. It actually sounds like an SD9 again. Head on north with this train. That's why I'd never heard Fred. I got my scanner, but I hear no squawking. Now I know why. Oh, good. They didn't get too far. I stopped to get a cold drink at BP in Pembine, and their coolers are out of order. They got zero anything cold. So then I went across the train tracks to the other BP that's located in Pembine, and their doors are locked. I don't know what's going on, but I guess I'm going to go over here to the Dollar Tree or Dollar General or whatever it's called and go grab something cold. Meantime, the train is sitting here in Pembine. exactly sure what they're waiting for or doing, but I got time. I need to go get something cool to drink. Oh, Sienna's here. CN 5410. Anyway, Dollar General it is. Alright, got myself a cold Gatorade. So the train is now moving to the north, so I'm gonna cut across over here over to North Ave. Or North Street, I should say. Catch this train coming to the north of Pembine, heading to the UP. Somebody painted the horns. How ugly can you get? Oh, it is so hot. I don't even feel good standing out here. I could not imagine those guys working on this. Yeah, I'm glad they got the horns back up there, but they sure are ugly. You're hearing the CN on the radio as well as ELS here. It's like they're gonna pull up four pulp cars. And it looks like 400 has its horns back as well. The last time we seen 400, it had shiny black horns. The ones there now are kind of a dull black color, kind of like how the older ones used to look. Off they go. That train's like at an idle right now. Not a problem at all, huh? See, they got 3 gondolas here, probably for altered metal. They did have more gondolas they did not grab here in Pembine. Maybe for the next train they will. I guess next we'll go over to County O. Hopefully we'll be under the shade of the trees. Currently it's about 90 degrees. We are in a heat advisory today. Tell you what, my AC in the house has never felt so nice. Guess I can get out of the shade now. I had to get out of the sun. It's too warm. Way too warm. My beard might have a little bit to do with that, but I don't know. Anyway, let's head north some more. See if they stop at Alter Metal. Well, I can finally hear power after an hour of sitting here. It normally takes them about 25 minutes from Pembine to this crossing. Today it's been over an hour. So I don't know if they were having problems. Maybe the heat. I'm not really sure, but it took him an hour to get here. That is quite unusual. I would have to imagine the heat of the day might be affecting him a little bit. Yeah, very unusual for the amount of time it took. But I can't imagine high heat helps anything in the railroad industry. Lights are flashing. It's funny, the truck right there in front of me just got stuck at the last one too. got the AC cranked. I hope that don't bother you, because it sure helps me. Man, can't believe it got this hot already. Yeah, I'm glad they put the horns back on, and it again appears that 400 has its horns back. You know, the outcome of this could have been totally different. Had that criminal not turned those horns back in, or himself, I don't know how we'd be feeling right now. You know, the letter I got from the railroad more or less kind of thanks me for everything that was done. I believe my actions may or may not have directly resulted in him turning the horns back in. It sounds like got blown up on social media a little bit more than he probably thought would happen. At any rate, it's nice to see the railroad put those horns back on. Sure is nice having an AC, let me tell you, on a day like today. Again, kind of feel sorry for them guys, because you know they're hot in that locomotive. Unless it's got AC, which I highly doubt. Not like the new locomotives of today. I suspect they might be switching here at Alter, and if that's the case, I'm probably just going to let them do their thing. I'm going to run home real quick and get cool in the house AC. Car AC is nice, but it's not as nice as the house is. Yeah, they're moving super slow today. I don't know if the heat's affecting the locomotives, or maybe they're just on a slow schedule today. I don't know. Yeah, crew members getting on the front of the train. There's definitely Alta metal in there to grab, as you see the full cars there. Alright, I'm going to run home and go grab a bite to eat real quick. And we'll meet up with this train here in a few minutes. That's unusual. That's a little unusual. I'm wondering if they're going on a water run. Very possible they're going to go get some water. In which case, I think today it would be the Iron Mountain Fire Department. The county doesn't normally do service calls on the weekend. It's possible though. Yeah, it looks like they possibly put the old ones back up. I can't tell. I don't know if you guys can. Yeah, my guess is going to be they're going to fill up here water at Iron Mountain. If they don't and they keep going north, then I'm going to be left wondering. Now I'm beginning to wonder, are they going all the way back north with just power? I honestly figured they're coming up here to water. Where in the world are they going? Just power. Well, that's so unusual, and little different from what I was planning on. I mean, there are very few things that make me go, huh, in the world, but this definitely passes for one of them. I was just really hoping we'd have a train, a full train, like all of it, moving north. I mean, I can't be sad or mad because now I know there's a train sitting at Alter ready to go north. And I know all the power is now to the north. So at least I'm going to know where the trains are, for the most part, to the north. It's a big mystery. Why are they taking the power back north? Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, hit that share button. Make a comment below. What do you think? Where are they going? Are you happy to see the horns back? I know I am. A little later in the evening, afternoon I should say. It's about 2 p.m. I think. I guess they went back up north to grab some gondolas. It's hot. I'm walking to the only shade I see available anywhere where it'll leave me a okay shot anyway when I turn back around. Oh, that's so much better. Jeez. Yeah, they must have went back up to Channing to grab gondolas or something to put back in the siding here. Maybe to get out of the way. I'm not really sure. But it's back now. Coming back now, probably to grab their train and keep on taking it north. Well, that doesn't sound good. Or original for that matter. I hope he was just not hitting it as hard as he should have. I mean, it's possible they haven't got the horn totally fixed yet. Or at least it sounds like it, huh? Wow. Still no number boards up. Ow, biting flies. That's the problem. You stand in the shade to get cool, but then you got to deal with biting flies because that. Okay. I was gonna say that was a sad horn, but I'm glad he got it out because wow, yeah. All right, let's wait for 1221 to come back north. Yeah, just sitting in the car sweating. Temperature's about 95 degrees now. Heat index is well over 100. I cannot imagine what it's like inside of 1221 right now. Good little wind blowing here, feels nice. I just noticed all the, well, not all, there were what, 3 gondolas? They must have just slid them in all through metal. Doesn't look like they picked up any. All right, well, I guess we'll take a ride over to Iron Mountain now and we'll try this again. You know, the part where the train goes through Iron Mountain with the entire train, not just locomotives. Good thought.
Made it through the town of Terror. Only had to honk a few times.
Good sounding exhaust. That was a blow at somebody going out in front of them. Again, common occurrence in this town. I think we'll shoot north a little bit. I think I want to go grab one more crossing, at least. Or we can hear them blow the horns one more time. And after that, I'm not sure, because it's about 3:30 and it's 95 degrees, and it's not getting any cooler right now. Yeah, still no Fred. All right, let's go north. They're gonna beat us past the old smokestack for sure. Well, I should have went around the other way, I guess. Yeah, we'll go north a little bit and catch this train in a couple of more spots. It is so warm today. I don't want my phone to overheat. You know, as a kid, I used to ride those arms up. The arms that come down. I don't know what the weight limit is on them, but 8, 9, 10 years old, you could ride them all the way up to the very top. And then you'd have to figure out a way to get down, which normally meant climbing or screaming for help, whichever worked first. meet again. 12:21. Until we meet again. Wow. Campground's looking pretty full today. I'll bet you a lot of those campers are enjoying the in-ground pool they got. No, I'm not advertising for them. I'm just stating a fact. Summer Breeze Campground here in Brighton Township has an in-ground pool for their guests to use. I'd like to use it. I'm not gonna lie. I'd like to use it. I'm cooking. Alright, well, you know, zoom in, zoom out. Will you quit doing that? I know, I know. Certain frames have better images during the video. I don't know why. Anyway, give a thumbs up for that horn. Thank the railroad for putting it back on and bringing it back original. Maybe not that color, I don't know. We'll have to do something about that. Anyway, again, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button, hit that share button, and make a comment below. You guys have a great day.